A New Hope, Nier Chapter 64. You can read all of Azazyel's fan-fiction stories by subscribing to patreon.com/Azazyel. I gleefully slaughtered my way through the local Grimm, uncaring for any damage I could cause, as apparently it was well expected for students to let out stress in the surrounding forest. And interestingly, the way down to the forest floor from where Beacon was placed on the top of a cliff was an elevator that went down into the mountain, and by taking a tunnel you would end up in the forest. And with how students have slaughtered everything that gets close to the tunnel entrance, even the stupider and younger Grimm knew to stay away from that area. I prefer the elevator to being launched off a cliffside, to be honest, even if it was certainly slower. Not only was I strengthening my guardian at a tremendous pace, but I was also experimenting with what I thought to be my semblance, but I wasn't sure. From what I had been able to accomplish, I was able to visually lock onto a target, and by controlling what felt like a gap or space between me and the target, I could teleport to it or be able to control its state of being, for example whether it was in motion or in stock stillness, by mentally adjusting the gap between its state of being. Doing either was a large drain to my aura, and although I could teleport to targets that leave my mind out of sight, it definitely gave me a headache. As I was taking a break from killing the Grimm, my scroll buzzed heavily in my pocket, and as I took it out, I saw the caller was Weiss. "Hey Weiss, how are you?" I asked, seeing the scroll perform a video call, and I saw Weiss was seemingly in our dorm room. "Jake, I was wondering where you were. Are you out on the campus grounds?" she asked, seeing the trees surrounding me. I shook my head. "No Weiss, I went down to the forest to kill a few Grimm close to the ground entrance to the forest," I said, slightly fibbing, as I was actually a fair couple miles away from the entrance in question. "Oh, I see. Well, in that case, could you tell me when you are going to be returning?" "I would like to, continue the conversation you started about us meeting in a more private setting," she said, with a hint of pink coming to her cheeks. I hummed in thought and then nodded. "All right Weiss, let me get back to the dorm and shower, then we can talk, is that all right?" Weiss quickly nodded, and I heard some girls' muffled squealing in the background before the video call cut off. "Welp, looks like this is going to be a whole production of things," I thought wryly as I absently teleported a Beowulf that was sneaking up from behind me, in front of me with its back turned to me, and as I was walking forward, I sliced off the head of the Grimm with virtuous contract. I was going to need to set Weiss straight or something, as although my android certainly won't care one whit if I got a human wife/girlfriend, actually if anything they will love it, as they had mentioned wanting to hold my children within their arms at some point. But either way, I doubted Weiss of all girls would be all too comfortable to be second place in my heart, as my androids are superior to normal mortal human women. For one simple reason. When I ask for a sandwich after a round of vigorous sex, a twin of said android will always be happy to take care of my every need with a smile, never complain lest it's to get me off my ass, and even then, it's not to be productive but to be healthy. I quickly made my way back to Beacon while still being careful of the Grimm, as although the lesser Grimm were fairly easy to kill in small groups, I definitely understood how hordes and older, higher quality Grimm could surprise hunters. After I held my scroll to the door's scanner, it unlocked, the door was ripped open, and I was welcomed to the sight of everyone in our team and our sister team. Team Blaine, with Blake, Jan, Ren, and Nora, all seemingly waiting for me. "Hello," I said dryly as I looked around the room with all the girls arrayed around Weiss, with Ren looking dead-eyed, having been surrounded by all the girls for who knows how long. "Can I take a shower first, or is this supposed to be an intervention for my marshmallow addiction?" I joked, making Yang snort and the other girls roll their eyes. "Go ahead and get cleaned up, Jake. They need to strategize more, as they still haven't decided what to name your and Weiss's children," Blake retorted blandly as she looked up from her book. Weiss looked about ready to throw Blake through our dorm room window, so I quickly made my way across the room, grabbed a new set of clothes, and slammed the bathroom door close. It didn't even take 5 seconds after I closed the bathroom door before I could faintly hear Weiss scolding Blake. They didn't end up killing one another when they shared a room, so it should be fine," I thought as I quickly washed off the sweat I accumulated from my excursion into the Emerald Forest. The important thing here. Do you guys honestly want Jake to waifu normal fleshly humans, or is he going to be all about the superior machine pussy?